Time is the one financial advantage that money itself cannot buy back. You can always earn more. You can always cut expenses. But you cannot go back and give your money more years to grow. A small amount invested consistently in your 20s has decades to compound, to build on itself, to turn modest contributions into something substantial. Meanwhile, the same dollar amount started 10 or 15 years later has to work much harder and much faster to catch up, often requiring significantly larger contributions just to reach the same endpoint. This isn't about needing a lot of money right now. It's about giving whatever you do have, even if it feels embarrassingly small, the maximum possible amount of time to do its work. Starting with $50 a month at age 22 can outperform starting with $500 a month at age 35, depending on market returns. That's not a gimmick, it's just math. The amount you save matters. But the starting date matters more than almost anything else. Don't wait until you have enough to start. Start with what you have, right now, and let time be your cheapest, most powerful advantage. Income tells you what's coming in. It feels good to see a high salary, a promotion, or a yearly bonus land in your bank account. That number on your paycheck provides a sense of validation, security, and progress. But income alone tells you almost nothing about whether you're actually building wealth. In fact, focusing too much on income can be dangerously misleading. You can earn a fortune and still end up broke, just as you can earn a modest living and end up genuinely wealthy. The difference comes down to one simple but powerful metric. Net worth. The gap between what you own and what you owe tells you everything. Think of income as the speedometer on a car and net worth as the fuel gauge. Speed, income, feels exciting. It creates motion. But you can be flying down the highway at 100 miles per hour while your fuel tank is nearly empty. Without knowing your net worth, you have no idea how far you can really go or whether you're about to coast to a stop. Two people can earn the exact same salary, let's say $80,000 a year. One ends the year with more debt than they started. A new car loan for $30,000, a vacation charge to a credit card that they'll pay off slowly, a slightly higher balance on a personal loan used to cover a gap between paychecks. At the end of the year, their assets, savings, retirement accounts, a small emergency fund, have barely grown, but their liabilities have climbed sharply. Their net worth has actually gone down, even though their income stayed steady. The other person, earning the same $80,000, ends the year with more savings, fewer liabilities, and a growing investment account. They paid down debt instead of taking on new debt. They added $5,000 to their retirement fund. They increased their emergency savings from $2,000 to $8,000. Their car is a little older, but it's fully paid off. Their net worth increased by $12,000 over 12 months, not because they earned more, but because they kept more of what they earned. The second person is getting richer, measurably, tangibly, even if their paycheck never changes. The first person is just processing money, moving it from their employer to their creditors, financing a lifestyle they cannot yet afford, mistaking cash flow for real progress. Here is the psychological trap that catches so many people. When your income goes up, your lifestyle often goes up even faster. A raise from $60,000 to $80,000 feels like freedom, but without careful attention to net worth, that extra $20,000 might just mean a nicer apartment, a more expensive car lease, dining out twice as often, and upgrading every vacation. You feel richer because you're spending more, but your net worth stays flat or even shrinks. That is the illusion of high income. It is possible to be broke and flashy at the same time. Net worth strips away the illusion. It does not care about your job title, your neighborhood, or the brand of watch on your wrist. It asks one cold, honest question. After subtracting everything you owe from everything you own, what is left? That number, measured over time, reveals the truth about your financial habits. Instead of asking how much you make, start asking whether that gap between assets and liabilities is getting bigger every single month. Is it growing by $500? $1,000? Even $100? Growth is growth. Conversely, is it shrinking? Are you going backward, even as your paycheck deposits arrive like clockwork? Most people never ask this question because they are afraid of the answer. But avoiding the question does not change the reality. It only delays the moment of reckoning. Track it. Write it down. Watch it move. You do not need complicated software to do this. A simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or even a note on your phone will work. At the end of every month, list your assets, cash savings, checking account balance, retirement accounts, investment portfolios, the current market value of any property you own, even the resale value of your car if you want to be thorough. Then list your liabilities, credit card balances, student loans, car loans, personal loans, mortgages, medical debt, anything you owe to anyone. Subtract the second column from the first column. That is your net worth. Do this for 12 months in a row, and you will see a line moving either up or down. That single number, measured over time, tells you more about your financial health, your trajectory, and your real progress than any salary figure, bonus, or tax refund ever could. A bonus feels great for a week. A growing net worth changes the entire direction of your life. One gives you a temporary high. The other gives you options, security, freedom, and the ability to walk away from work you do not love, to take risks, to retire early, to weather emergencies without panic. Income is potential. It is raw material, unshaped and unproven. It can be wasted, scattered, or burned through without ever producing anything lasting. But net worth is proof. It is the accumulated result of every financial decision you have ever made, every coffee you did or did not buy, every upgrade you chose or skipped, every debt you paid down or added to. Net worth does not lie, and it does not make excuses. It simply shows you, in plain numbers, whether you are actually building a life of substance or just running in place on a treadmill of higher and higher spending. So here is the real question you should ask yourself at the start of each month. Is my net worth higher today than it was 30 days ago? If the answer is yes, you are winning, regardless of your paycheck. If the answer is no, no raise or bonus will save you. Only changing what you keep, not what you earn, will turn that number around.